When you tell me, oh, work hard, but I got no jobs, what? If I have no opportunities, no offers, that hard work hard and do what?
Mariah Carey don't need to work until Christmas, then she come out and sing All I Want for
But
Christmas.
she's
is
Mariah
Christmas.
Carey and you're Nicholas Yum.
Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Pot, where we hop into different pots or spaces people find themselves in during life's transitions. My name is Nick.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Q, and today we have a very special guest. He is an actor, host, and comedian, and also the first Indian actor to win a performance-based award at the recent Star Awards. And it's Das Didi.
Yay, hi! I'm really very grateful for you guys for asking me to be here, and I think that we've got a bit to talk about, right?
Yes, a lot. Let's put our eyes on him. Today
Yes.
he's the main character.
It's all
Let's
you
talk
today.
about your award.
Yes.
What does the award mean to you? You know, winning the Star Awards.
Oh my God. So let me explain, okay? So on that day,
You know you win already, not?
that's the thing. So I didn't. And I refused to even entertain the idea of possibly winning. Because the moment you entertain the idea of possibly winning, then you're set, in my mind, you set yourself up for failure in case I don't win, right?
Right.
So I just went in with like, let's have fun, let's hang out with my friends, take photos, dress up. And then the moment they called my name, I started crying immediately. There was like no pause because I was like thinking, wow, how is this even possible? All the hard work for the past 8 years paid off. Yeah, I
8
wasn't
years.
like 20 years old and I was like, I want to be an actor. Then I just joined and everybody cast me. It was not the case. You know, I really had a hustle. I was on so many platforms. I was on radio, I was on YouTube, I was on TikTok, I was on Instagram. And like every time there was no real direction and no real recognition for anything that I was doing. So this award was really quite huge for me. The Indian community was also very, very proud that I represented them on a platform that was different.
Yeah.
Although I'm not on Vasandam, I'm not on Oli, which is our Tamil radio station, I'm
Yep.
not on any Indian platform at that point in time. I always wanted them to know that I was still representing them.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, and I think that was very important. And I
Yeah.
never wanted anyone to like pigeonhole any artist to a specific channel just because we are from this ethnic group or we look a certain way.
Congrats,
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you.
it was like every time I talk about it, I feel so emotional because like on so many different fronts,
Yeah.
it really made a difference. And it's quite a long journey for me. Yeah.
Now the award you put where?
It's still in the box.
Asking the important questions.
Never display.
Yeah, okay, so I wanted to display it, but my mom wanted to get a showcase for it because like she's prouder than she feels like it's her award. Yeah.
Showcase like what? Like one pillar, then you put in the middle,
Like a
then got
glass
box, that kind
yeah,
of.
lah,
Got the
lah.
Put in front of the
Yeah,
main.
like my mom is very sure that that's probably the only award I'm gonna get, so she wants to get a box to keep it there.
No man, now we must go for the golden horse.
Hey, Tsing Ma Xiang, here I
Tsing Ma
come.
Xiang, let's go.
The role not here yet, but I'm going next year for whatever reason.
Okay, so that brings us to today's topic. Are our successes in life by luck or hard work? And like what's the sort of balance lah? Okay, for the careers or successes that you've had, right? What would you all think like played a bigger factor?
Okay, I always link hard work to grit. In Singapore, we call it tanking power.
Tanking, like
You persevere.
How
you
long you can tahan lah.
You can tahan,
Okay.
you tank, you know. I think you can put in hard work for 2 days and then you can give up after. To me, that's not hard work.
Yeah.
Luck to me is about when timing meets opportunity.
At the right place at the right time.
Yeah, timing meets opportunity.
Yeah.
So you can put in a lot of hard work, right? And then you realize that there is no real opportunity. And you feel like your time is not here yet, or you probably can be very pessimistic and think that your time would never come.
Yeah.
So I think it's a mixture of both. But I think in my case, I think I can attribute most of it to hard work.
You started off as a content creator, right?
I started off as a radio comedian. I wouldn't even call myself a radio DJ because I was just on radio to crack
At a
jokes.
segment lah.
At a segment lah. And then I did stand-up comedy as well.
Yeah.
And then I hosted events and I did like commercial modeling and all of those things. All these different opportunities that I got at a point in time, it was just paving the way towards what is happening now.
Yeah.
And I think I really needed to dabble in different things in order for me to realize what I am actually good at. So that journey is also important. I feel like if at 20 years old, if I won a Star Award, I probably wouldn't have dabbled in stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done my commercials and gigs and stuff. I would have just done acting and stuff. So if I never had tried hosting, I wouldn't know that I would love it so much, you know?
But actually, if you had achieved the same level of success at 20, right? Maybe you just had like the right opportunities. Does that automatically mean that you had more luck than the amount of hard work you put in.
Just because it's earlier.
Yeah, just because it's earlier. Because some people that they get their break quite quickly, but then they also hustled lah.
But you don't need to put in hard work for 20 years for it to constitute as hard work.
Yeah, so
You know
actually,
what I
like, what at what point does it be like, okay, yeah, I work
No,
hard?
but then after you strike goal at 20, you need to sustain it.
Yeah,
And that is
yeah,
hard
yeah.
work. So after I win a Star Awards and I go back home and
Yeah.
sleep, right? Like, then
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah.
lor.
No more golden horse already.
Yeah.
No more golden horse.
No, they always say like picking early is actually quite a very stressful and pressurizing thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you have to sustain all the way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people will think that you're not.
You're one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, it started with luck because what helped me solidify or start my career in music was my YouTube videos. And when I started posting, YouTube was very new in Singapore. So I was known as, okay, I'll be that girl on YouTube. There were only a few of us at the time. So that kind of helped. But along the way, I would say now observing, like having been in the industry for so long, luck is important, but the hard work is what will keep you going. The luck alone, or rather talent alone also, is not gonna suffice.
Okay, to be honest, Joey is one of the best singers in Singapore to me. No, because I used to be
It's
a
the
fan.
truth.
Yeah, I used to be a fan. Like her vocals are really very good, and I always wanted to know, like, in the music industry, is it very hard to get your name out there?
I think it's not difficult to get your name out there, but for your name to stick and for your name to resonate with people as a good musician, that is the one that's difficult. Because
Right.
everyone has talent. You don't need to be a theoretically good singer to make it as a musician. At the end of the day, it's the connection with the audience, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like, I could listen to someone and not feel anything, and the person next to me is like sobbing.
But when you tell me, oh, work hard, but I got no jobs, what? What is that to work hard about?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the problem that a lot of my friends who are trying to get in the industry tell me, if I have no opportunities, no offers, that hard work hard and do what? Stay at home and look through your emails over and over again, nothing.
Yes.
I go through
Yeah.
all these forums and find jobs, also nothing. Then what work hard you want me to do?
Yeah.
So hard work sometimes is not a clear instruction to how to succeed in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the other thing also. So I think to me, where the intersection between hard work and luck, right, is the willingness to be open and say yes to doing things that is outside of your comfort zone. So like for me, I've always been in the media industry. So from the point I went into school, I studied mass comm lah. So I was always gonna I want to be in media. But at the start, I went into the media industry wanting to be on radio. Then I remember in like poly year 1, my first radio lesson, right, my radio lecturer said you cannot.
Wow.
Because you don't have you have no American accent. So then I navigated, like I tried a few different things. I I was a reporter for a while. Then after that, I did like the whole YouTube kind of thing. Then now in a more agency corporate kind of setting. But I feel like it was always a case of like, okay lah, like if there's an opportunity to do this, I will try, and then we see whether it's good. Then if it pops off, I just learned that from Das.
Thought Nick popped off.
Yeah, if
Just
it
now.
pops off, then good lah. Then that is where like I think there's a bit of luck and hard work. Yeah.
But also, I think I wanted to like cite your example as well. You said you were a bit lucky because at that point in time on YouTube, you were the only few local singers or local female singers who were around. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But I think that
You dare to do
But that considered hard work. What you had
Yeah.
to shoot and upload videos. Yeah. So I think like the hard work was a common theme running through. But just the lucky part was people even watched your YouTube.
So the hard work part is putting yourself in as many places as possible.
Pots of spaces.
Putting yourself in as many pots of spaces as possible. Then the luck is something outside beyond your control lah, that someone watches, or discovers you in that space.
Yeah, yeah.
As much as we try to be good people, sometimes you just wonder, how do these people
Make it.
put in less work than me but get ahead so quickly?
Yeah.
My mindset shifted when I watched this podcast, and it was Ryan, the CEO and founder of Drink8. He said this, you never know when luck is going to strike, but what you can do is meet as many people as possible to expand your luck surface area.
Yeah.
So when luck strikes, this luck surface area is big enough to push you forward even more.
Yeah.
So for example, because I've been hustling for 8 years, I've accumulated a certain level of network, meeting people, going for events, having clients and stuff. So the moment I one star awards, which was my luck, all these people that I met through the network came back to me and engaged me for campaigns and gigs and stuff like that.
Right.
But if I was an unknown person, maybe like you said, at 20 years old, I win my first star awards. Congratulations, but I have not seen anything else that you have done other than that one gig. So I really don't know you very well. I may or may not want to engage you. I might want to engage someone who is more seasoned and experienced, that is more known.
Yeah. But I think in the context of the media industry or in the creative industry, right, like your core skill set, there are a lot of people that place a lot of emphasis into like honing their craft. But then they don't think that it's important to put themselves out there. So they don't sell themselves. That's the part where it's a bit of a shame because they are for sure hardworking, but then they are not expanding their luck surface area.
Yes.
So there are so many people that I meet that are like, wow, this person is damn good. But like nobody knows of this person.
Yeah.
And I think it applies to like actors or like musicians as well.
Because
So-
marketing yourself is another skill, another world on its own.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can be such a talented person, but then if you don't know how to sell yourself, it doesn't put you at a better spot.
I'm sure all of us have met this one person where, you see them perform and they are so good at what they do. And then, can I see your Instagram? Can I follow you on Instagram?
Don't have.
Don't have all.
Don't have, or you follow them in the last photo was in 2013.
Yeah.
Then you realize that they have not been actively marketing themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ask them, hey, how come you don't promote? Oh, I don't believe in all this. That
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
one. Number two is I don't know how.
Yeah.
What you want me to post? Nothing to post, what? Just sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I cannot really guarantee the longevity of your career if this is a mindset that you want to take. But if it works for you and if you feel like that's great, go for it.
Or their stroke of luck must really be super heng. Like they must be in like some bar that like nobody goes to, then just nice got one talent scout there, then like this person is the one that does it for them rather than them putting themselves
Or
out
the word
there.
of mouth must be very strong for them
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
social media is not, moving
Yeah.
for them.
But I will say the common thing I always hear from people is, oh, why don't you join Sing China? Why don't you join
Oh, for
this
y-
competition? Like, and they always call it like, I can't wait for you to get big. Or people say that, oh, I'm a budding, right? Some people put the budding musician.
Like, haven't make it yet kind of
Yeah,
artist.
or even artists who have been around for a long time, they're like, oh, I just want to get my name out there, right? But your name is already out there. So I think one reflecting moment for me was identifying what my idea of success is. Because everyone has a very different idea of success.
Yes.
There are a lot of musicians who do not want to be famous on a superstar level. They
Yeah.
do not want to be known
Yeah.
as personalities. As long as their music is out there, they've done it as a musician. Some people don't like to be recognized on the street. They just like to play. And as long as they moved you, they keep getting the gigs that are enough for them to share and fulfill that like communication with the audience, and that's enough. To them, that's success. And to someone else, it could be a wasted opportunity. Maybe because to you, success is being known by everyone. Like your social media is big, your presence online is big, or you're on the newspapers, or everyone knows your name. And then some people, they don't like that.
Yeah.
So then you have to find out like how you feel successful.
So, do you think you are successful?
Wow.
It took me a long time to get here, but I think that I am. I always thought like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this to what? And then one day I just sat down to what?
Yeah.
Like what is my end goal, right? Take me back to like where I started. An album, having a debut album, having a feature with Kygo for Tomorrowland. That would have been like insane if you told me this when I was recording on
Hey,
YouTube.
you got a feature with Kygo for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Kygo played my voice at Tomorrowland. Like that in itself is like, wow. Nobody will know this, but to me, that's a big deal. And I don't need for everyone to know that it's Joey. Like you don't need. It's like for me to play that video and hear my voice and everyone is singing along. That's like a singer's dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all singers
But
dream,
not
your
all
dream.
singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that's my singer dream. Like
Okay.
a lot of people don't get that. They're like, but they don't know it's you. Like it's
Yeah.
them wasted. People don't know it's you. You know, it's like okay, Joji, for example, he used one of my covers when he was Filthy Frank, Pig Guy.
Who
Bro.
are you?
Who
when
are
he was,
Oh, Joey
but
Tan, guys.
it's like for me, young me is done. Like this is the peak for young me already. And for me, I'm happy being able to still play gigs. I genuinely have thought about this many times. I don't want the big fame because for me, I want to protect my privacy with my family that I will have in the future.
I think in order for us to know when luck strikes and how much hard work to put in, right? We need to have our own success metric.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I feel like, for example, I'm okay to become famous or okay to become a public figure, then I guess Star Awards is me being lucky, right? That is my luck, because that was a huge media moment. But if I refuse to be in the spotlight and I won Star Awards, and next day everybody's recognizing me, I don't think I'm like very lucky.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It sounds like a nightmare, correct?
So it could have gone either way lah.
It could have gone either way, but also I hope that people who know about me and how I want my success to be or how I want my career to be will not judge me for my choice. Just that I will never judge someone who says I don't want to be in the public eye as well. Because a lot of people think that we are fame horse or we just want attention. But unfortunately, I have never joined this industry to be famous. I've joined this industry because I love my job and the byproduct of it is fame.
Yes,
And
that's
I'm okay
a
with it.
very important point.
Yeah.
It's byproduct plus also to move forward. Sometimes you need that fame to
Fame
move
is a
forward.
metric.
Lor. It's
but
a means
that-
to an end also.
Yeah,
lah.
of course. I mean, if you get more followers, obviously your IG campaigns will pay you more lah.
Yeah.
Right? So that is a metric. But I have never ever intended for stat at my following and say, okay, I need to do something outrageous or extravagant for me to like get my following
Like
up.
social experiment
Yeah,
kind
so
of.
I try to make sure that my mental health is in check at all times. But I'm aware that fame is a byproduct.
The question part.
So does.
Does
Yes.
Didi?
What's your favorite hawker center in Singapore?
Let's go, let's
wow.
go.
Newton Hawker Center. Boring?
Why?
Really?
Why,
ah?
ah?
Like Crazy
Really,
Rich
ah?
Asians.
I like to feel like, oh, I'm in town and I finally can afford things in town.
Who in this room do you admire the most? I'm not saying this just because you are our guest, but as of today, you.
Oh.
Wow.
Thank you
I
very much.
think you have a lot of.
You can elaborate on this one.
You have a lot of tenacity, and I think it's important that you also you recognize your strengths and you take it with humility.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
What's something new that you've learned about the person on your right? Hey, hello. I think
Wow.
you're amazing.
Producer didn't think
Okay,
this
let's
through.
assume it's Joey lah.
Joey, I think based on the episode, girl is successful.
Yeah.
Joji.
Oh,
who's the other,
yeah,
who's the other guy?
Kygo.
Kygo. Do you
She was
see?
casually saying all these things. I'm like, who am I sitting next to?
Our
Why
mums
aren't you the
dropped there.
guest?
If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be?
You come on, say something lame. I can.
Yeah.
I feel it coming.
What?
I feel it coming.
No, it's like so stressed to like.
Faster, you
Wow.
say immediately.
Ah.
Actually, I want to be able to like kill cockroaches like damn efficiently.
Yeah, see, I called it, right? I said he got to say something lame.
Okay, guys, so let's hop back to the episode. For me, success is really being able to enjoy what you do, be well compensated for it, and then have work-life balance.
Yeah.
Those are the three main things lah. And work-life balance for everyone is quite different.
And well compensated is also a very subjective thing.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
these are all like personal sort of like benchmarks that you need to set for yourself.
Yeah.
Because traditionally you will be like, I want to earn as much as possible. But then there is a point I feel where it's diminishing returns. So there are some people that hit a certain point and actually you're happy there already, right? But you feel pressured to keep pushing. And when you keep pushing, you take on more responsibilities, you give up more of your own personal time.
Lifestyle creep.
Yeah, your lifestyle creeps and inflates. Then it becomes the cycle of like, it's never enough.
Yeah.
So those are the three metrics that I've set for myself for success. But for each one, what is the benchmark, right? I don't think I have found it yet.
Yes.
So still...
Give it a few more years.
Yeah.
wow. Okay
Think
lah,
about it.
yeah.
Think
So
about
maybe,
it.
maybe your life's journey is to explore what the sweet spot is
Yeah.
for you and then stay there and like live in maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm quite happy with like my career trajectory so far, but like haven't reached the peak yet where I'm like, okay, like this is enough.
I don't think you ever get there.
But I
Life
feel
is
like,
about balance, what?
but I
You
feel like
always
you
want
must.
more.
Yeah.
I feel like you must. Like, so I don't want to keep wanting more.
I thought you were trying to attack him.
No.
But saying like,
You wanna hit
You'll never get there.
but I think what she means is like, as humans, we will never be contented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you reach that point, you'll be like, huh?
You
okay.
get bored lah at some
That's
point.
like that only, Okay,
Yeah.
Or
lor.
you must force. You
Yeah.
must be like, enough.
But I completely relate to your point about like work-life balance. I used to think that I would want to hustle and like work, because we used to work a lot of hours.
Yes.
Like it was a very blurry and grey line where when work is happening and when work is not happening.
Yeah.
And I would OT a lot. But now I think my metrics for success is having a contented and peaceful life where I have like my family and friends, and then the lifestyle that I want, the hobbies that I like, and then a job that I am passionate about.
That you don't need to sleep in the office for.
Correct.
I feel like this whole work-life balance thing is a very scary thing to me. Because as a freelancer, the less you work, the less money you earn.
It's true. Yeah.
So if I have the balance, I always think about like, how come I'm so free? Why I got time to go out with my friends? Shouldn't I be working now? This time that I spend, these 4 hours that I'm out with my friends, I could be at a podcast. I could be doing something, creating some content.
I should be working harder, that kind of vibe, right?
It's very
Yeah.
scary. There was once I did 3 shoots over the period of 36 hours. So I didn't sleep. I started off in a night shoot, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Then 9 a.m. I had a shoot, and then I think about 3 p.m. I had a shoot. So the makeup artist who was there, she went home, she came back, I was still there. Then when she was going off, I was still there. And she came to me and she said something in Chinese. She said, "You can't earn all the money you want in the world."
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I went home, I calculated for the 3 days, it actually wasn't a lot of money.
It wasn't worth it, lah.
It wasn't a lot of money to the point where I felt like, wow, this 36 hours was very well spent. I'm so loaded now, I can take a break for the next few weeks. I can't.
I think ideally, the bigger you get, the more each job should pay, so you can take lesser jobs.
That is the goal.
That's the goal, lah,
But
right?
then if I can, let's say I got one day got 12 hours of work, I work for 8 hours, I take 2 jobs, paying very high. My mind will think like, the other 4 hours, why can't I get another job then, so I can get it paid even higher?
You see what I mean? There's no
But the
balance one.
But then on the other extreme end of the spectrum is like Mariah Carey don't need to work until Christmas, then she come out and sing All I Want for
But
Christmas.
she's
Is
Mariah
Love.
Carey and you're Nicholas Yam.
Yeah. Or like Michael Bublé, like work once a year.
November he defrost.
So maybe if I am one of those people where one day I become like, oh, maybe at a year end I host like 5 Christmas gigs.
Yeah.
Enough.
Or maybe National Day, I
One
host
time good one.
August 10 National Day events, then the whole year I can chill. Then maybe I'll talk about it, but I know that I will not chill lah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
your personality, like you wouldn't be able to sit around and just.
No, I
Yeah,
cannot.
I feel
But then
you are
maybe
a
also because you're
go-getter.
single lah now.
Yeah.
Maybe when
It's
like
true.
Well, I think the singles here.
family already settled down, then you have other things to do lah, then rather than work. But then like, what are some examples where tangible examples of where you put in a lot of hard work, right, but then it didn't pay off?
Okay, so I just want to like introduce this thing called ovarian lottery. Have you guys heard of it?
Yes, sir.
Warren Buffett talks about the ovarian lottery, which is the random accident of why you were born at one time, one place, and one identity rather than another. So the gist of it is, he said, okay, imagine it was 24 hours before you were born, and a genie came to you and said he got to design the world which you're going to live in, and you get to design it with him. But the catch is you don't know if you're going to be born black, white, rich, poor, male, female, infirm, or able-bodied, in America or in Afghanistan. So this is a very westernized view. All you know is you're going to take one ball out of a barrel with 5.8 billion balls, and now you are part of this ovarian lottery.
It may not just be about race.
Yeah.
It could be about
Your parents.
socio-economic background.
Yeah.
It could be about network. It could be about genetics, looks, your upbringing, your surroundings. You know, when I grew up and a lot of my friends wanted to start businesses, but their parents were not able to support them with the capital. They had to take loans, high interest loans, and also some of them had to get their parents to be guarantors and stuff. And even their parents were not eligible to be guarantors because they just didn't fit the bill. On the other hand, I had other friends whose parents could give them an interest-free capital.
Yeah.
And some people will tell me, of course lah, her parents rich what? She can afford to start this business. And I felt hurt on her behalf because it was not like she didn't put in hard work, to build the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just got that head start.
Actually, like it's quite interesting because I have a friend who is running a unnamed F&B chain now, but then he also got a loan from folks lah when he started out. From there were a lot of like our mutual friends. I would hear like rumors that like, yeah, father mother money, that kind of thing, right?
Very bitter comments.
Yeah. But then I saw firsthand how much this person hustled. Like was working really like what 18-hour days, that kind of thing, sleep in the restaurant. And then like with each new like restaurant or each new outlet that opened, stress. So he didn't take that head start for granted also.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will just say, he lucky, he born rich. But then actually to me that is hard work lah. Yeah. Because there are also a lot of people who get that head start but squander it away.
I think it's a combination of both though.
Yeah.
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 I feel like the reason why people feel so angry is because they see the injustice in this lottery, and it's all beyond our control.
Yes.
And it's not to say that like Nepo babies don't deserve to succeed too, right? If we see a Nepo baby sitting around doing nothing, we will complain also.
Yeah.
You were born with this privilege. Why not make the most out of
Yeah.
it? But then when they make the most out of it and then they succeed, we still complain and be like, yeah, you got a head start what?
Okay, ask you all. If right,
Hypothetical situation.
let's assume that now all your parents filthy rich.
Very hard. I can't imagine.
You all want to open start your own business, but you have no capital. Will you take a bank loan or a loan from your parents?
Parents,
Parents. It's the smartest
No
thing to do.
hesitation.
I think it's almost unfair to the people who were born without the privilege for you not to make the most out of your situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch Korean drama, then like
I knew
Which
this was
drama? Which
coming.
drama you watching now?
Which one?
I'm watching Bloodhounds.
no, I also watch Blood Hounds.
Okay, anyway.
I watch
Yeah, but the guy, then, so the guy then poor thing, right?
Oh,
but then
yes.
like imagine like you born into
A rich
family. Then you got
Because-
super wholesome parents that want to support you, want to give you everything, want to send you to good school. You don't take meh? Then if you take already, like, should you feel bad about taking?
Here's the thing, even if he don't take and he takes the bank loan, people are still going to not know that. And they will assume that his parents set everything up for him.
That's
And all
true.
he's
Yeah.
doing is puts on the suit and goes into work.
Yeah, lor.
People assume what they want to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
themselves feel better about their lives. Lah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's scientifically true and it is proven that it is very clear that the person is successful because, or the person got a better head start because of their parents or
Yeah.
genetics. For example, Michael Phelps, a lot of people say his success is because he has a slower lactic acid buildup.
Yeah.
That's why it's easier for him to swim faster.
And his wingspan like damn
Serious?
long.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow, lactic acid.
So then after that, because of that, his genetic buildup, no one is going to revoke his gold medals, what?
Yeah.
Right? Despite the fact that you may not have struck or may not have been blessed with the ovarian lottery, I don't want people to sit around and just complain. I want you to pave your own path of success for yourself because everyone's journey is going to be vastly different. Just because the person had a better head start, it does not mean that their journey is going to be very smooth as well.
Yeah.
And I think we should not find joy from other people's
Failures.
failures,
Yeah.
and also we shouldn't be being constantly jealous about other people's successes as well because it's very tiring and it's not going to serve you at all.
Yeah, just do your
Yeah.
own thing lah, right?
Wow.
Just do your own thing.
Summarized with one line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
Just
line.
your
Why
own
do we
thing,
need a podcast? That could have been a
Do
thread.
your own
Yeah,
thing.
just do your own
Hey,
thing.
post that on your
your
thread.
thread.
Yeah.
Basically, I think the key takeaway here is that ultimately you cannot control your luck, good or bad. But you can control your effort and your preparation, putting yourself in the correct spaces and opportunities for luck to hit.
What he said.
Yes, and I also like what he said, expand your luck
Surface area.
surface area.
Luck surface area.
LSA.
Yeah, your network lah,
Yeah,
basically.
network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of The Hot Pot. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to follow us on Instagram at YouGotWatchSG.
And don't forget to also listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Me Listen, and turn on your push notifications as well so you never miss another episode.
And thank you so much to Das, our
Yay.
amazing guest. You honestly shared so much.
I learned so much
yeah,
today.
I love
Thank
the
you very
insight.
much.
It's the first time I think the guest become like the host.
Aw. I think you can
Good,
replace
yeah.
Nick.
Replace all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, replace all of us. One man podcast.
It didn't really feel that
We'll
way. I'm
tune
so
in.
sorry.
No.
No.
We love that.
Don't
It's okay.
apologize for shining and glistening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to dim my light for anyone.
Do not.
Don't dim your own light.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye.
Hello everyone, welcome to another The Hot Pot. Why is it? Well, yeah, your script.
Another The Hot Pot.
No, really.
I was in 2 Crime Watch episodes as the main criminal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I always wanted to be the criminal. I applied before, for a crime watch casting. They wanted to cast me as the policeman.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
you
got a
got
policeman
policeman
face.
vibes.
But I was like,
Oh
I
my
don't want to be a
God.
policeman. I want to be the abeng that go and like
No.
You cannot.